Sometimes it's not just about taking care of our own pets, we have to step up and help other creatures too. And let me tell you, these animals sure know how to tug at our heartstrings when they're in need. Prepare for some animal antics that will make you laugh and feel all warm and fuzzy inside. In a twist of fate, a guy decided to celebrate his 21st birthday by hitting the slopes on a snowboard. Little did he know that instead of partying it up, he would end up saving the life of a horse. Talk about a wild birthday surprise. Who needs cake and candles when you can be a hero to a hoofed friend? In the animal kingdom, even deer have their bouts of antler wrestling madness during mating season. But fear not, concerned rescuers can't just barge in and yell, "Time out, time out." They have to wait it out until the deer finally realize they've had enough of their head-butting shenanigans. Looks like these bucks learned a valuable lesson. Save the fighting for the dance floor.
This guy I think's knackered. Needs a bit longer.
Now imagine a monkey getting the shock of its life. Literally, its heart stopped beating, but fear not. Some kind-hearted folks spent a good 15 minutes performing monkey CPR as if they were dealing with a miniature human. Miraculously, the monkey got a second chance at life and is now back on its way home, hopefully with a newfound appreciation for electrical safety. Now picture this, a baby shark in a bit of a rocky situation. No, not emotionally, but literally stuck in between some rocks. It might have never reunited with its shark family if it weren't for those gnarly surfers. They tried their best to push the little guy into deeper waters, but it turned out they needed to do a bit more to send it on its way. Who knew sharks needed surf lessons? This seagull found itself hooked on a fisherman's line, unable to fly away. Luckily, a group of good Samaritans came to the rescue. They performed a full-on seagull surgical operation, proving that when it comes to rescuing birds, these folks are a bunch of real-life bird whisperers. Talk about going above and beyond the call of duty. Here's a heartwarming tale of a family stumbling upon a frozen duck stuck on ice. Now, most people would just waddle on by, but not this family. Nope, they rolled up their sleeves, or rather their bare hands, and went full-on ice-breaking mode to rescue the poor quacker. Who needs ice skates when you can have determined humans willing to perform a hands-on rescue operation? Now imagine a scene straight out of a blockbuster movie. A great white shark gets stranded on a beach looking all helpless and out of its element. But fear not, for about 100 tourists band together channeling their inner Aquaman and Aquawoman to save the day. Move over, Baywatch, we've got a real-life Shark Watch going on. Now brace yourself for a story that will make you want to hug your koala stuffed animal tight. A poor koala got hit by a train, but its motherly instincts kicked in and she protected her baby in her pouch. Although the baby koala had to bid farewell to its mother, it found solace in some true friends who offered their support.
It was a 3-month-old Joey, who we lovingly named.
In the scorching desert of Algeria, a camel dying of thirst stumbled by the roadside praying for a miracle. Lo and behold, its prayers were answered when some kind souls came to its rescue. Luck was on this camel's side, and it found itself with a second chance to quench its thirst. Now that's one lucky camel that won't be turning to camel-flavored popsicles anytime soon. This man finds a squirrel struggling in their swimming pool. Without hesitation, they jump into action and start performing squirrel CPR. And guess what? It actually works. The squirrel revived and even stuck around for a bit to show its gratitude. This man is squirrel CPR certified. Now that's a skill to be bragging about. In a tale of waterlogged woe, a tired raven drifted aimlessly in a current until a bunch of compassionate souls finally took notice. They swooped in, saved the day, and helped the raven dry off its feathers. And with their help, this raven was back in action, ready to explore the skies once more. Now talk about giving a bird a helping hand, literally. In a bizarre situation, a little bird got itself trapped in a shop window. It looked like curtains for this feathered friend until a group of courageous guys convinced the shop owners to let them do some wall demolition to save the day. Who needs superheroes when you have a bunch of determined DIY bird rescuers? Now imagine a group of divers out at sea minding their own business when suddenly a huge whale shark swims up to their boat looking like it's begging for help. It turns out the poor thing had gotten itself tangled up in some rope, hindering its ability to breathe properly. But these divers were no ordinary heroes. They dove into action and freed the majestic creature. And here's a tale of human kindness that will slither its way into your heart. Imagine a snake stuck in a well, struggling to escape its scaly predicament. Word spread like wildfire, and soon an army of snake saviors arrived. With ropes, ladders, and some creative problem solving, they managed to rescue the snake from its deep, dark well. It's like a real-life snake version of The Avengers, but with less spandex and more slithering. Now picture a fearless man suspended in midair, attempting to catch an angry cobra. It's a daring act that could make even Indiana Jones raise an eyebrow. This dog found itself on the menu of a massive snake, but these courageous kids refused to bid farewell to their beloved pet without a fight. Armed with bravery and a dash of childhood innocence, they gave that snake a good beating. In a precarious situation, an unfortunate elk lost its footing and slid into the icy surface below. Talk about an unintentional ice skating performance. But lucky for the elk, a team of rescuers swooped in, performing a rescue mission worthy of a Hollywood blockbuster. In a heat wave that even had the sun sweating, a hawk became so dehydrated that it lost its way in the sky. But guess what? It swooped down right into the path of some compassionate individuals. You could say the hawk's internal GPS decided to rely on humans for a change. Talk about heat-seeking heroes. Now imagine a tiny bat caught in a fierce current ready to embark on a waterlogged adventure and never signed up for. But fear not, for there was a brave woman with nerves of steel who refused to let this little creature become a soggy bad biscuit. Without a second thought, she took the plunge into the icy water, proving that sometimes superheroes wear wetsuits and swim fins instead of capes.
Bye, little dude.
During a severe flood in Korea, a dozen cows found themselves in an utterly precarious situation. They sought refuge on rooftops. But let's face it, cows aren't exactly known for their mountaineering skills. Thankfully, the call for action was answered swiftly, and these pitiful animals were rescued from their elevated dilemma. In the chilly waters of Russia, a group of orcas found themselves trapped amidst ice, desperately seeking help from their human counterparts. The situation called for some serious ice-breaking skills, and the rescuers didn't disappoint. They rolled up their sleeves, or rather grabbed some heavy-duty tools and shattered the icy barriers that held the majestic creatures captive. And now brace yourself for a tale of aquatic teamwork. A family of 4 dolphins found themselves in unfamiliar territory, a freshwater canal. They were in a bit of a pickle and needed some human guidance to find their way back to the safety of their salty sea home. So what did these clever humans do? They formed a human chain, bridging the gap between land and water, and guided the dolphin to the other side of the bridge. In a tale of innovation and second chances, we have a parrot without a beak. Yes, you heard that right, a beakless parrot with a big problem. But this wasn't the end of the line for our feathered friend. Enter a genius doctor with a knack for avian aesthetics. With a stroke of creativity and a touch of craftsmanship, the doctor custom-made a plastic beak for the parrot, giving it a second shot at a squawking good life. Now that's what I call a beak-tastic makeover. Which of these rescues got you believing in humanity once again? Well, comment below and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.